Hello and welcome to Prince Civil Services YouTube channel, a unique initiative of Prince EDUHUB Sikar, Rajasthan. Here you can start your preparation for civil services from the very first year of graduation. So please subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can also follow us on Telegram, Instagram and Twitter for regular updates. My name is Sanchit and in this video we are going to learn about history and we are going to learn about history through MCQs. So we are running this series and this is the part 3 of the Vedic Age. I hope you have watched the part 1, part 2 and this is going to be the part 3. We are going to solve the questions from the topic Vedic Age. So before I start, let's have a kind of a quick review what you have to learn from the Vedic Age. So whenever you are learning about Vedic Age, reading about Vedic Age, please have a kind of a comparative perspective. So you have to compare the early Vedic period and late Vedic period, and these are the aspects. You have to compare geography, polity, economy, society of later Vedic period with the early Vedic period. So plus you should also remember the factual information regarding this period, that is the Vedic corpus or also known as Vedic literature. We have kind of looked at all the perspectives. We have seen the geography, polity, economy, society, and in this video we are going to look at some of the other perspectives of Vedic Age. So let's start with the question number 1. So which among the following statements is not true? Please be very careful when you are reading the question, the statements, because what aspirants do is that they are in so much of hurry that they do not read the question statements properly. So and they are kind of in this they just go for the false answers. So this question is asking that which of the following statements is not true about society. So I told you religion, society, polity, economy and geography. So this question is about the society of Rig Vedic period. Most wars were fought for the sake of land. No regular army was maintained. Intra-tribal conflicts among Aryans were common. Profits obtained by winning a war were unequally distributed. So the question is asking which statement is wrong, which statement is not true. So let's discuss one by one which statement is right, which statement is wrong. So let's look at the question or the statement number 1. Most wars were fought for the sake of land. Please remember the question is regarding the Rig Vedic period or early Vedic period. So friends, please always remember that in the early Vedic period or the Rig Vedic period, the major source of wealth was cattle and people's loyalty was towards the tribe. In this period, there was no concept of private property yet. The concept of land, the concept of territory, it came in the later Vedic period. So the most wars were fought for sake of land. This is wrong. What should be there? What is the right statement? Most wars were fought for the sake of cattle. If you have watched the part 2, there was one question where I specifically told you that the wars fought in the Rig Vedic period were for cattle and they were known as Gavishti. So we have got the answer. The question was not true. So this statement is not true. But let's look at the other statements. No regular army was maintained. Yes, this is right. There was no regular army. The Rajan, the chief, used to muster the militia. So whenever there was a war, the chief, the Rajan, used to call the people and the fighting people that you should come and we should all fight together. So there was no regular standing army. Third, intra-tribal conflicts among Aryans were common. This is right because there were two type of conflicts. One was inter, that is between the tribes. But there was non-Aryans and Aryans. So one type of conflict was between Aryans and the non-Aryans. And another type of conflict was intra-tribal, that is within the Aryans. So there were different tribes between the within the Aryans, so they used to fight among each other. So this statement is also right. Last, profits obtained by winning a war were unequally distributed. This is a commonsensical statement. Obviously, the Rajan or the persons who were fighting, they will get more share as compared to the people who didn't went for fighting. Yes, so this statement is right. So there was the concept of war booty. So when there was any win in the war, so whatever there was, the stuff, the material which was won during the war, that was distributed among the winners, and some stuff was given to the common people. So obviously there was unequal distribution. So we have got the answer, that is A, most wars were fought for the sake of land. This is a wrong statement. So let's look at the question number 2. Consider the following statements with regard to advent of Aryans. The most important animal to play a part in Aryan life was humped bull. The Rig Veda, which is the earliest specimen of Indo-European language, provides information about the Aryans. That's third statement. Oldest text in Iranian language, Avesta, has similarities with the Rig Veda of the Aryans. So which of the statement given above is incorrect? Again, a trick, incorrect. So let's look at the statements. Statement number 1 is obviously wrong. Why it is wrong? Because the most important animal to play a part in Aryan life was horse. Please remember this. One of the reasons for the success of the Aryans was because they had the horse and they used chariots driven by the horses. So this statement is wrong. Okay, so 1 should be in the answer. The question is asking incorrect. This is incorrect because it was the horse, not humped bull. The Rig Veda, which is the earliest specimen of the Indo-European language, provides information about the Aryans. This statement is right because it is very important topic that we should know about the sources of history. So the sources of which provide information regarding the Aryans. So obviously it was the Rig Veda. So this statement is right because we get to know a lot about Aryans through this Ved, which is the Rig Veda. Third statement, oldest text in the Iranian language, Avesta, has similarities with the Rig Veda of the Aryans. So there were similarities. Yes, this is right statement because Avesta, which is a kind of Rig Veda of the Iranians. So yes, there were similarities in the Avesta of the Iranian language and the Rig Veda of the Aryans. So 2 and 3 are the right statements. Only 1 is the incorrect statement. So the right answer is B, that is 1 only. This is kind of a very conceptual question. People don't go much deep in that much deeper, but this you should know at least. So let's go question number 3, simplest question, a factual question regarding the Vedic corpus, that is the Vedic literature. Rig Veda is divided into 10 books and the books known as mandals. So the question is asking which among the following is or are the oldest. So Rig Veda is divided into 1 to 10 books or mandals, and some are old and some are new. So the right answer to this question is the option number C, that is the book, the mandal number 2nd to 7th are the oldest one. They were kind of compiled at the earliest. So these are the oldest. So what is remaining is 1st, 8th, 9th and 10th. They are the later editions. So the oldest is 2nd to 7th. These are also known as family books. Please remember this. These are also known as family books. So we have divided the Vedic age into early Vedic period or Rig Ved period, later Vedic period. So we get information about this Rig Ved period or the early Vedic period from the books 2 to 7 because they are the oldest one. So the right answer to this question is 2 to 7. These are the oldest mandals or the books of the Rig Ved. Please do read the Vedic corpus very carefully. We have got the Vedas, the 4 Vedas, then we have got the Brahmanas, then the Aryankas and the Upanishads. So these all 4 parts compiles to be the Vedic corpus, and there are going to be factual questions regarding the Vedic corpus. So this was question number 3rd. Time for next question. Which of the following were practiced by the people during the Vedic period? They domesticated the horses, they used war chariots and spoked wheels, they performed animal sacrifices. Select the correct answer using the code given below. Friends, what you can do is pause the video, solve the question on your own, and then come back and look for the answer and detailed explanation. This is how you can use these videos to their maximum capacity. So please do this only. So let's look at the answer. Obviously, this statement number 1 is right because yes, they domesticated the horses. This is coming again and again. So this point you should never forget that the reason for the success of the Aryans was that they used or domesticated the horses. Question number 2. They used war chariots and spoked wheels. So this is also right. They were the first to use war chariots and they also used spoked wheel. So this is wheel and these are the spokes. So this type of wheel was used by the Aryans in their chariots and the other vehicles. Third statement, they performed animal sacrifices. Yes, they used to perform animal sacrifices. So all the 3 statements are right and the right answer is option A because 1, 2 and 3 are the right statement. So this was the question number 4 and the time for last question, a very simple question, a basic question. Sukta is a term mentioned in early Vedic literature is what? So the question is regarding Sukta. What is a Sukta? So are these the hymns in praise of God and goddesses, performance of sacrifice, slaves who were captured in war, priests who performed various rituals? So what is the right answer? It's a very basic question and the right answer is hymns in praise of gods and goddesses. So we all know that we have got Vedas, we have got Rig Ved and other Ved. They contain suktas or hymns. That is, these contain some mantra, some lines and so on. So that hymen is known as sukta. So we have got Rig Ved. It contains 1028 suktas or hymns. So what are suktas? They are hymns in praise of God and goddesses. So friends, I hope you got a good idea about the questions or the topics from Vedic age. So that was it. These are the questions from Vedic age. So thanks for watching and please do watch our other videos, please subscribe to this channel, Prince Civil Services, and follow us on YouTube and Telegram, Instagram, and Twitter. So that's it. See you in the next video. Thanks for watching.